In this video, we are going to look at the first steps of making a cookie cutter using Autodesk Inventor 2015 and eventually exporting to a 3D printer. For this example, I just found a picture of Yoda online and I put it on a backing here in Autodesk Inventor. This is the 2015 version. Most of the features are the same if you have an earlier version of Autodesk Inventor. You might notice some differences in the top menus, but everything is pretty much the same. Alright, to get this started, what we're going to do is use a line tool, and we're going to use that to trace all around the outline of the image. We're not going to worry about the eyes or the mouth or anything else. This is just the outline. So if we cut the cookie out of dough, this is what we're making. So I'm going to start by clicking on the image and clicking Create Sketch. Let me center things a bit here. And then I'm just going to start and use, mainly it's the line tool and the arc tool, and I'm going to use these just to draw the outline. So let me start with the line tool. The bottom of my cookie cutter I'm just going to use as the bottom of this image. Then I'll switch over to the arc tool. I'll look at where the beginning and the end of that arc is going to be. I can bow the line a little bit in the middle to just kind of match as best I can. That looks pretty good. Maybe I'll use a line tool to go up here a little bit. You can see this is going to be a little bit time consuming, and I have to make sure all the lines meet up. I have to wait for the green dot. The green dot lets me know I'm at the end of one line. I click there. I estimate where I want the end of this arc. I might have to zoom in a couple times to get a chance to look at this. Bend the line a little bit and be done. I'm going to see maybe my arc is going to start at this green line, go to the tip of his ear, and bend it in a little bit. Maybe I'm going to use a line tool just to make a little space over here on the top. I could probably just take this all the way down as a line tool. Okay. Another arc tool would go right across the top, go from the top of this one ear way over to the top of the other ear. Okay. Kind of mimic the outline of his head. And I can keep going, and when I'm done, I'm going to have a line that covers the complete outline of the Yoda figure and his upper torso. Now, kind of a cool little feature that we don't use a lot in Autodesk is one called offset. So if you're done with your sketch, I'm going to get back into editing mode. If you're done with this sketch and I want to trace exactly the same line but make it a little bit bigger or a little smaller, the button up here, offset, is how I do it. So I'm going to click offset. I'm going to go down. My entire line should be highlighted, so if you notice the whole shape is red, that means I'm going to be able to offset this whole shape. If only part of your line is red and part of it is still purple, then you have some overlaps or some gaps in your lines, and you're going to have to go back and fix that sketch before you can offset. Okay? So if my sketch is successful, it's complete, I can click on offset, move my mouse over that outline, and notice the whole thing turns red. All I have to do is click. If I move my mouse in towards the shape, I notice that it's an exact duplicate but a little bit smaller. If I move out, I know that it's an exact duplicate but a little bit bigger. Okay, and I'm going to move and make my line a little bit bigger. Then I'm going to click. I should now have two lines on the page. Let me go finish sketch. And then from here, the last part to make this outline work, I'm going to zoom in so you can see a little better, is to extrude. I'm going to extrude just this shape right here, and I'm only going to go out 1/4 of an inch. That should be fine. Okay. So extrude, click this line, 0.25. and enter. We are now ready to make the rest of the cookie cutter. We're going to save this as cookie cutter outline and then go forward from here.